Hey guys, and welcome back to another weekly build challenge for my channel. And in this week's challenge, we're going to be building P-class destroyers. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get the video started. So, for this challenge, of course, your main objective is to build this P-class destroyer. Now, if you don't know what a P-class destroyer is basically a destroyer built for the Royal Navy, and it's used by the Pakistan and Turkish Navy, I'm pretty sure. But basically, if you don't know what it is, just search it up on Google. Let's go ahead and dive straight into the objectives and rules for this challenge. Alright, so for your main objectives, these are compulsory, is to build a realistic and functional P-class destroyer, and the second thing is it's able to sink the ship you're seeing in front of us. This ship will be actually a testing ship. It's of course just a random ship I built for fun. So your objectives is to sink this vessel right here. When we're testing these creations, I'm gonna have all of your builds in the final episode just going against this ship, which will be stationary, and we'll see who can sink it the fastest. Onto the optional objectives. Pretty simple and straightforward. You don't have to do it, it's optional. So your optional objectives is to make it first optimized for multiplayer battles. Of course, remember this is optional. Second, you can base it off of a real ship. And third, attention to detail, which is basically paint blocks and all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and see what the rules are for this challenge. First off, size. The max length of your creation is going to be 100 meters. Why I'm making it 100? Because 100 meters is pretty much almost the average size of a real one-to-one P-class destroyer. So if you really want to go for one-to-one, I guess 100 meters would work. But yeah, also the other thing is making anything above 50 meters is kind of going to lag your workshop, and plus it's probably not going to fit. So if you want to make it one-to-one, I would suggest making it in like separate parts, and then you can connect them together. Or you can mod your workbench, which most of the Stormworks players have already done. But in case you don't know how to do it, I'll link a how to mod a workbench video from my friend Josh J Gaming down in the description. So your minimum length will be 10 meters, and your maximum beam, which if you don't know what beam is on a ship, it's basically the width of the ship. So your max beam will be 40 meters, and your minimum beam will be 6 meters. So onto the engines. Diesel engines are allowed large or medium. Electrical engines, large, medium, or small. Modular engines are also allowed, which you can make it custom sized. And also jet engines are allowed. So if you really need to run it off of jet power, you can, but it's up to you if you want to do that or not, which it's kind of weird. And also water jets will be allowed as well. So there you go. So onto the weapons required for this challenge. These are weapons that are needed for your build. For your main cannons, you can choose between a battle cannon or a Bertha cannon. You can of course choose between them, but the minimum amount of battle cannons or Bertha cannons will be 2. So you must have 2 of those, either one of those weapons. So on your creation, of course you can have more, but it's up to you for that. Anti-air must be included on your creation, and here are some of the weapons that are allowed for anti-air. Machine guns, light autocannons, or heavy autocannons. You must have a minimum of 1 of these on your creation, one of either of these. Well, you can choose between. And at last, torpedoes. You must have a minimum of 2 torpedoes on your creation. Torpedoes are always useful. I would suggest making them into torpedo tubes that launches them off of the side, just like the real P-class destroyers or all the destroyers have. And now onto the last part, modding. Modding engines are not allowed, but modded blocks and modded windows are allowed as always. So your main theme for this challenge is pretty obvious. It's going to be World War II. That's pretty much about it. That's pretty much all the rules for this challenge. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. So as always, if you want to join this challenge, please go ahead and join my Discord server. It's linked right down in the description. You can find it very easily. All the details will be there, and you can also submit your creations there too. I'll also provide a link to the example ship here in the description, so you can download it and try to sync it for your testing purposes and stuff. So that will be there in the description too. Make sure you download it. And for this challenge, you have 2 weeks to build. So this challenge will last from December 31st till January 14. So that's when the challenge will end. Thank you guys so much for watching. This will be the last video of the year 2021. It's been a great year. We've reached 400 subscribers this year. Pretty mind-blowing. I gotta thank all of you for that. And we will continue to grow next year in 2022. So happy new year, and we'll see you guys in the next video.